Very meaningful. The first I want to sing is a song by my favorite artist in the whole wide world, Jasmine Sullivan, Stupid Girls. Some of you probably heard it, some of you probably not. But I just got out of a bad relationship a couple of weeks ago.
Oh,
And I was a bit of a stupid girl. And everybody been stupid girls at a point in their life. So I'm encouraging everybody out there to do not be a stupid girl. And it's men out there that have been stupid men, amen?
Amen. Yes.
So, here we go.
Dum-dums.
I'm a fool, and he loves it. He knows he's got me wrapped around his fingers with a glance. I do whatever he says, if he wants it. He hits a smile that traps my little heart into a glance. Boys have toys too, we know they do. They call us stupid girls, they call them stupid girls. And when you love them like I do, you'll be a fool. You'll be a stupid girl, you'll be a stupid girl. Men roam the world looking for us, someone they can fuck around and make us really trust them. And we never have a clue, we never see it coming. Train like headed for us, but we never think of running. So which one are you? Because I know who I am, and you have to choose to use your head. Be a stupid girl, or will it be the one that ends up like me? Yeah. So use your head, be a stupid girl. You know they do. They call us stupid girls, they call them stupid girls. And when you love them like I do, you'll be a fool. You'll be a stupid girl, you'll be a stupid girl. Better learn from my mistakes, because it isn't too late for you to get up and run. Please just don't be dumb, cause you have a choice to go run after them boys or take over the world. Don't be a stupid girl. Don't be a stupid girl, cause when you love them like I do, you'll be a fool. You'll be a stupid girl. You'll be a stupid girls have toys too. You know they do. They call them stupid girls. They call them stupid girls. And when you love them like I do, you'll be a fool. You'll be a stupid girl. You'll be a stupid girl. Thank you. Dropping stuff, Jesus. So I guess this I can do 2 songs. Thank you. I'm still mad nervous. So. The second song is another favorite. I'm just gonna sing it. Turn down the lights, turn down the bed, turn down these voices inside my head. Lay down with me, tell me no lies, just hold me close, don't patronize. I'm patronized, 'cause I can't make you love me if you don't. You can't can make your heart feel something it won't. Here in the dark, in his final hour, I will lay down my heart and feel the power if you want. I'll close my eyes and I won't see the love you don't feel when you're holding me. Morning will come and I'll do what's right. Just give me till then to give up this fight. And I will give up this fight. 'Cause I can't make you love me if you don't. You can't make your heart feel something it won't. Here in the dark, in his final hour, I will lay down my heart and feel the power if you want. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
That's awesome. Thank you, Kalisha, so much.
You're welcome.
It's hard. It's hard doing this, man. It takes a lot of courage to come in here and get on this stage and do what these people are going to do tonight. So continue to clap, continue to show, love and encouragement. You feel me? If they say something you don't like, don't clap for that part. You feel me? Listen for the part that makes you happy and clap on that part, okay? But it's gonna work all the way around. It's gonna be good. So that's what's up. Hi. My name is Fire.
Hi, Fire.
And I'm a writer-holic. I started journaling and I couldn't stop it. My pen just kept calling me, man. I tried to talk it out, but it just kept calling me, man. I lay in my room and lines appear on my walls, and all of a sudden it was blank. I got to write on. Line for line, I snort until I OD, nostril swole with words. Somebody hand me a tissue to block my ink. My pen begins to shake. Angry at the time it takes for me to find more space to release, because my mind, she never stops eating. And she grows into this monster to eat me. Line for line, my craving for writing increasing, destroying my body's need for resting. I'm up all night, contemplating which plate I'll write. Lunch, dinner, or breakfast for first bite. I become full with the right to write. I can't fight it. And when I do, I'm metamorph, built for a dope rhyme. Scheming on my next robbery. Word jacking anomaly like the words coming out of your mouth belong to me. So mute yourself. See, these authors write this soulful poetry like this, but I write in hybrid, precision phalanges, full metal jacket, machine pen in hand, chopping down amateurs that think they can't compose with no meaning. Decomposers, composing garbage tunes on their iPads for iTunes, when really they're lyrically walking dead, and I print graves. Then write life like that tree is me, standing firm along rivers of ink leaning, and not the first to fall. Calligraphy printed across my heart, love in God and God in me. So I am love in God, a part of a greater plan to expand the G in my alpha line, and the rest of the letters spelling patience equals time. So I'ma take it. For fire and right to not mate is the day ink and pen separate. See, imitators write psychological blocks, but I write what's psychologically hot downloads beyond this 5'2" dermis that holds my spirit in. I ain't from here, and neither is my right hand, which is Siamese to a pen. My Geminical twin. I got a problem.
Yeah. Let's go.
So thank you. So now that y'all got the warm-up clap out on me, but I just practice, girl, then you won't have an issue with clapping once y'all get done hearing this next group perform, because they're that dope, okay? So without further, and I gave them this name today, so they don't know this. But y'all give it up for mental illness.
Okay, so my name is Rajay. I'm a part of the Maker Collective. Don't do that. And I'm just gonna do a poem and then it's gonna introduce the rest of our set. Is that cool with y'all? Cool. So this first poem I'm actually gonna read. I hope you don't mind. Okay. It's about my city, so enjoy. Human stop signs protecting the hood better than red coat guards at Buckingham. The hood be a palace of mistreated dreams of unclean kings and queens of fake rappers and real hustlers. Busted knuckles cause if you ain't working then what you doing? Battle scars cause the city lends you the same sly hand that put you on your back. A city where tired is a lifestyle rather than a temporary feeling. Where rest is the blunt stuck on lips between shifts. Where handshakes resemble punch clocks and the workday never stops. Less sleep equates to more work, and the dope boy got a family to support, so he eats the money the best way he know. Got more blocks than kindergarten and more corners than hexagons. A city hex-defined with economic suffering. For every one church, there's 2 liquor stores. Pick your poison. For every one school book, there's 2 jail cells. Pick your poison. These streets ain't made for your Mercedes, baby. Potholes big enough to swallow you up whole. Everyone in Flint is named Jonah, so fuck what you heard. We don't love round here. We love round here. Carry weight like 5 tons round here. We carry weight like 9 mil round here. Hey yo, we slanging whenever we need a meal round here. Got $500 consumers bills round here. In the streets, they teach the babies how to kill round here. I asked Fate about a time when Flint ain't so gritty. She say when hell freezes over, so I showed her my city.
Let's go.
Too cold for love. Big hearts turn rigid icebergs, but Flint put hustle in my blood, in my joints, in my bones. Arthritic rhythms in the sound of paper stacking. Osteoporosis, I can feel my bones cracking, but it doesn't affect the sense of urgency in my step. If I ain't got it today, trust me, I'ma have it tomorrow. Artistry where drugs be potent, and I'm the one that's chosen. Resurrect the positivity like it's the 3rd day. I say he gave me 2 pens and 5 pieces of paper and said, feed 5,000. Art is the homecoming of the Messiah and the Armageddon of Flint, so forget what you heard about my city. Flint bred hard work and tough skin bred fingertips as paintbrushes and minds of Picasso. Forget what you heard because everything that is Flint made me.
Hi everybody, my name is Danielle. Hi. Sapphire. Hello.
Take 2 pills by mouth every day. Remember your medication. Take 2 pills by mouth every day. Remember your medication.
She's my friend. She holds my hand too tight.
Voices.
She holds my hand too tight. She hurts my hand. She talks too much.
Voices.
My mind is too exhausted to combat this chaos. I've been picking up the debris of myself for months. Mangled mosaic of emotion, filling the hope in my bones, disintegrating this heaviness, eroding my spine. I can't remember the last time I stood upright.
Close the door, go back, open the door, close the door, go back. Remember there are knives and kitchen supplies behind that door. And they're never waiting to hurt you if it's left unlocked. And children inviting themselves in, ruining the furniture, teenagers waiting to steal your granddaddy's watch and then sell it. Close the door.
Close the door.
and make sure that it's locked. There will be peace in my life if I do this. These rituals will birth peace.
Birth peace.
Birth peace. I am home here. I am calm here. These grids in my mind are not cages, but formulas, figures for calculating security.
I've been digesting blackness for dinner and wandering all over it. If I say something wrong, what if my tongue articulates against me?
You're too fragile to stand.
God has to love me,
Has to pick us back up, recreate our image. How are we made in His image if we keep disintegrating?
We're collapsing, dissolving.
Hallow.
God has to love me, has to pick me back up.
Maybe God is only toying with me.
That ventriloquist sticks his filthy hands up my spine, forces me to wallow in His emptiness. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want to end this torment.
Stuck inside this hell of a house, this hell of a mind, this hell of a body. My goodness, do I have a hell of a mind?
Call it OCD.
Schizophrenia.
Bipolar disorder.
Anxiety.
Get the knives from the kitchen. Take your life before they do. Waiting to hurt you. Left the door unlocked.
Oh, silence. How I wish to befriend you. How unfamiliar you've become.
She told me that I was just imagining them, that there was nothing I shouldn't dare. She holds my hand too tight. It hurts.
So that piece was called Mental Illness, and we wrote that basically for all the different illnesses that there are and how there's so many illnesses, but every illness kind of overlaps, so you never really know what it is, and they'll prescribe you every prescription and tell you everything is wrong, but you know, it's just a kind of an empathetic piece for those people. And I'm Destiny. Woo! This is Rajay. And so this next piece is called Imperfect Picture. Crafted from the mud, your fingerprints mold my perfection. Saved by His shed blood, sent to live in the world of imperfection. A blank canvas, no paintbrush, no paint, just dirt. You see, He took earth and then carved me from a little piece of His lungs, gave me His tongue, and then said, breathe. Both blessed and cursed with the sacred curiosity of His first feminine creation, He nursed me flawless. Took me in His soiled hands, placed me on this dust of a land, and then said, daughter, this is your nativity. Sent to live in a world where everywhere you turn, your faith is being tested. Where scientific facts state the opposite of what your beliefs have suggested, and the worst part of it all is we as Christians won't address things. Beyond the walls of our congregation, and despite of the many days in church sitting on the first row, I've always found myself speaking for those young thugs on death row. I've always attracted troubled souls. But these be kings and queens, my heart says. In spite of what the news and society says, my God told me to go. And their kingdoms aren't made of gold, no, but like royalty. They walk with their heads held high. Running the block with their $1 million handshakes, they maintain their kingdom since they were yay high. And I have always empathized with kings who are hungry and humble, who are willing and hardworking, young men striving to fit into society's box of what accomplishment feels like. Pushed away by the cashmere-suited church body who seem to be too royal for somebody dressed so casually, pardon me, queens, with dirty hands from countless men. There are women just searching to be safe, reaching for success with weeping eyes, hoping this will be the last time they have to pay the bills with the Washingtons out of their brassiere. Always empathize with queens who everyone else has rinsed their hands clean. Why are we ashamed to get dirt thrown on our names when our bodies derive from mud? We must remember where we came from. Crafted from the mud.
Myself and becoming comfortable with who I am. I've never been skinny. Just a hair too thick and a little bit bigger than most of my peers. I am the high school representative of what Southern cooking done looks like. But I dream of being one of the 959,058,015 skinny women living in the United States. Maybe men wouldn't keep me a secret. They say I'm just their friend, but are quick to claim me as theirs in private. Nobody wants to be crazy. They want to be able to look at you and pass you within the same glance, unashamed to be placed in the same sentence, attaching them to your name. All my life I've gained nothing, but the weight tipping the scale of my confidence, my body has become the isolated curse, isolating me within the walls of my family's Southern hospitality. I find salvation in calories, a mother's love in home cooking, acceptance within my taste buds, worshiping anything that leaves a sweet sensation on the tip of my tongue. Telling my grandmother I'm not hungry has become a routine for me. Even though I haven't eaten since yesterday, I yearn for every ounce of fat to be lifted from the visual spectrum of my body like my limbs have been called home to the gods. They say it takes hard work to be pretty. Well, sucking in my gut has become the sucking girdles will one day become the straitjackets that will supposed to be skinny. Perfection is a disease that has been nipping at our waistline since way before the 90s. And we need to grasp hold of the fact that trying to be perfect is like climbing on a ladder to heaven that will never even allow you to see above the clouds. One of your classmates passes out and is hospitalized because she hasn't eaten in 3 days. This is a problem. I don't want to end up like her. So wrapped up inside of myself that I become secluded within the twilight of my fixation with becoming flawless, making myself sick every time I capture a glimpse of a full body photo of myself, cringing every time you hear the words, she's too big to be pretty, or she's too pretty to be a big girl. It's like nails scraping against a chalkboard. Except all I can feel are razor blades scraping against my skin, attempting to show me what liposuction feels like. I need that nip tuck. Nipping at my flesh until there's nothing left to tuck in. I'd rather be my size and transparent than to ever let anyone see the corpse of what I used to be. I have battle scars encrusted within the bare reflection of my body that just won't fade from my skin. Don't Photoshop me skinny. Photograph me full figured so that they can see what curves are supposed to look like.
So I'm right there again. I'm gonna do another piece for you. I don't know if this actually has a name. It's like my woman manifesto, you know? It's that empowerment piece to women, but it's like super strong. So be ready. Be ready, okay? It's coming. It's coming. All right?
That rewind button right here if it's that.
Don't do that. Okay. Don't tell me I have balls.
Rewind.
That would mean that bravery is a male trait. I have clitoris that slits throats and leaves shambles, fallopian tubes that wrap, constrict, suffocate, uterus strong enough to carry the weight of the world, and if you're foolish enough, she'll scream. Like an Odysseus sirens a painfully irresistible scream. Gaia as her stumping grounds, trained in the art of war, equipped with explosive flames at her fingertips. Fighter, unafraid to reason beyond the surface, intuition and logic displaying what good use of the frontal lobe looks like, intellectual, enriched soil for hands and palm lines serving as intricate pathways, hydrating dry souls and warm succulent bosoms, healer, sweet compassion seeping from pursed lips, fertilizing the earth, nurturing existence, mother. Don't tell her she has balls. The next time you notice a goddess carrying out her purpose with courage, you tell her, yes, honey, you better work.
Naturalistas be like, we're gonna start with Nico twist out here. After you wash, condition, and deep condition a dime-sized amount of product, you're gonna grab the hair and begin braiding towards the back. A dime-sized amount for my baby hair? So, I made my own shampoo of honey, biotin, olive oil, rehydrated cucumbers, 2 cups of WD-40, 3 cups of fertilizing red mulch, Laytop vinegar chip dust, hummus, eco-friendly brake fluid, and 2 ounces of blood from a hairless rat. Just to seal in moisture, of course. So, am I going to Sally's or Home Depot? Women. Panicking, trying to prevent their scarves from slipping off in the middle of the night. Getting arthritis from bantu knots and 2-strand twigs. Spending $50 on all types of products and still I needed some style for my natural hair.
All Black America, come together for Juneteenth, celebrate our Freedom Day.
Juneteenth, a time to reflect and rejoice. Join the village. Celebrate African American Independence Day.
style treated. I work a 9 to 5 to find products to keep my curls A1.
My hair is my side chick.
She always thirsty, needing attention. I can't keep her happy. We're in that transitioning phase.
These girls ain't loyal, but they have loyal fans always trying to pull them.
Oh, can I touch your hair? I buy lotions, oils, pomades, leave-ins. I break the bank with products, striving to achieve the perfect styles and fittings of my curl pattern.
Well, let me tell you, I wash, condition,
Detangle,
rinse, moisturize,
detangle,
wrap my hair, let it sit, untwist, retwist, pull back with the bobby pin, stick back with leave-in for the pompons, edge control, and you want to touch it? No. You can't run your fingers through all of my hard work. Searching YouTube videos the night before for 10 different styles like bantu knots.
Didn't work.
Braid out.
Didn't work.
Washing out.
Didn't work.
Forget it.
I'm rocking a fro today. And no, I don't want to meet your beautician. I don't need your card or referral. And I'm not going to use your perm kit. My hair is not a political statement. And yes, good hair is a myth.
What is good hair?
Society makes us believe that it's Malaysian wave and silk press weaves made to be sold. It's all processed.
And learning to love yourself is already a process. Whoever said length equated to health lied. When are we going to grow tired of refusing to embrace ourselves?
And then there's those I will never go natural folks telling me I should straighten my hair because it looks too short, too thick, too nappy, too ethnic, too taboo for westernization. We grow weary with relaxers cultivating our character. Don't perm my culture. It's your frivolous ignorance that needs a relaxer.
We bought hair first into America's bone straight customs, immediately locked into a faulty beauty sale. Split ends and split pride.
I want to wear my love like I wear my hair and appreciate its entanglement. I rock my fro like my fitted. That perm stuff, I ain't with it. Girl, ta-ta.
All right, everybody, y'all like them? Give it up for young females who actually starred on Russell Simmons' Brave New Voices this year, and they are the ages 17 through 18. So 17 to 18. They're actually a part of a group. Is it a group? A movement. Raising up youth arts and awareness, which is actually. And she support her movement support youth ages 13 through 24, but the poetic part is ages 13 through 19. That's where they come and help me at. So again, y'all give it up for these young ladies. Make sure y'all support them. They're young, they're doing something in the community, and
Tasha, can you raise your hand one more time? This is the lady. If you know a young person that's in the community, she is more, I mean, you don't even have to be related to them. Point them in the right direction, okay? Give them something to look forward to. Natasha provides a really great avenue for young people to be themselves, to find out their identity, who they are, and feel really good about it. And I've never met a group of more confident teens in my life. And so thank you for what you do. Honestly, like, she was one of the first females I saw doing poetry, as they called it, and I still get nervous when Tasha's a beast. If you've never had an opportunity to hear her, look for her, okay? She's dope. By the way, right. By the way, you're selling coffee out there, and you can get water for $1.50 or any other beverage on up. And I personally had the hot chocolate with the mint added into it, and then they did some really cool festive stuff and put green and sprinkles on the top and mints, and it was really tasty and delicious. And you can get that from out there. And
very good.
Yeah, because Good Beans Cafe supports Flint. So, you know, in all seriousness, we want to support who supports Flint, right? So when you get an opportunity, if you don't get it while you're here, grab it on the way out the door. They have raspberry cheesecake muffins, chocolate cheesecake muffins. They've got gluten-free cookies if you got that issue with the gluten. And you know what I'm saying? And you can do that. So y'all give it a say good beans.
Good beans.
Hey.
Say these words live.
These words live.
If there's an open seat, empty seat next to you, can you please scoot and possibly make room? We pretty much have a packed house and running out of chairs, which I'm so excited about.
All right, so make sure y'all use the hashtag these words live, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you know, because I know these words are living. So before I get the next person up, y'all get ready for this next person I'm about to bring to y'all. And I'm going to give y'all the heads up. Please get y'all phones out. Not to record on that, but go to dictionary.com or Google. Because the next person that's coming up, I promise y'all, he got a show for y'all. He's going to give y'all something. He is what we call the human dictionary. But before he come up, before I give him to y'all, I'm going to do something for y'all real quick. I told my son to spell his name.
Yes.
Oh,
He said he didn't want to spell his name, he wanted to play his game. An uncontrollable amount of anger built up inside of me, so much so that I wanted to take my bare hands and place them around his neck.
no.
Then I remember. He's just 4 years old. I got laws against that. So I said, don't spell your name. Spell Kizzy. K-I-Z-Z-Y. A descendant of Alice Head's genetic tree. Asked how it felt to be slapped across the side of her cheek for writing her name in the dirt floor. Then brutally raped by her master, having the tendermost part of her vagina ripped and torn so hard that she bleeds from her labia. Spell labia. L-A-V-I-A. On second thought, don't spell the name your mama gave you. Spell slave. S-L-A-V-E. Because guarantee if you don't learn how to spell your name, you'll grow up and become a slave to those who do. Spell entitled. E-N-T-I-T-L-E-D. Because guarantee we want people to give us something for free. You ought to aspire more than $365 on your EBT. It's like some women have this sick disease with their man-child they coddle and rock them to sleep so much so they forget to take the breast out of their mouth. Then they grow up to be the real woman. They expect a handout. Now spell thief. T-H-I-E-F. Because guarantee if you don't learn how to spell your name, you'll grow up and take on the identity of those who do. And in case you haven't noticed, you are no longer considered 3/5 of a man. You have the same expected education as little niggas that live across the street, but I forgot. You don't want to learn fraction. Because there are no more jobs that require us to be in indentured service. No more jobs that require us to pick cotton. And there are no more cars to be put together. So please don't get mad at your brothers in India because they outsource your mundane, mediocre job. You ought to aspire more than to put a nut on a screw. And everybody can't be in the entertainment industry. Someone's got to get real jobs. 9 to 5. Everybody can't be Jay-Z, Jigga Man, Oprah, and I wouldn't dare ask you to raise your daughter to be the next Queen Bee. Beyonce, a grown woman who felt the need to put a leotard and gyrate her pelvic area on national television for millions of impressionable girls to see. You should have put a ring on it. No, Trick, you should have put some clothes on it because the only jobs that are left are IP. Intellectual property, jobs that require you to use your brain. While everything else is made in China, Korea, and Spain, why don't you spell lame? L-A-M-E. Because you ought to tell me you work 20 years for a company with the option to go back to school and get your degree to take the necessary benefits of that company. Then you get jealous and mad at me because I learned how to spell my name. I actually learned Uncle Bound. I know academic games, but they say I talk like a white boy, call me stuck up, ugly, sedity, bougie, bourgeois. Spell bourgeois. B-O-U-R-G-E-O-S. We take advantage of progress for the poor, but not the rich or the smart. I learned to speak 2 languages. Street and English. It's like I say, nigga, what up, though? It's like I say, hello, my name is DeMarcus Johnson. I'm here to be your CEO. So no, don't spell your name. Don't read, don't write, don't comprehend. Think you live in my house in Japan. How about I raise one more man for another woman to take care of? Yeah, because that's what I always inspired you to be when I held you in my arms as a little pretty baby. All honesty and sincerity. My son looked at me, he said, Nanny, Daddy, can you teach me? But when this brother come up, I need y'all to hashtag. I don't know what he just said. I don't know what that word meant. So without further ado, I'm going to bring to y'all Ether Real.
I appear when my peers peer into the mirror of an inkwell. I am the point of contact between fingertips and braille, so let's take a stroll down that rail on the road of a thought train, brain mode crossing, look out for my boss, that featherweight. As the miles per vertebrae gains momentum, send him as the memory of unwritten poetry. Man, listen, it's like From Dear John to I Am Legend, get lifted words were gifted from Mount Olympus. And I'm Pandora's prom date, being woven within Theseus' thesis. My notebook is my temple poetry's the high priestess, so it's time for praise and worship as I'm her wordsmith with verb to curbside service. Her kiss still makes me nervous and bashful. It's like a dream until I think to drink more of her ink. It's liquid courage, seems to me. Her poetry's the potency of the coldest sea. See, she breathes and muscles begin to seize and decay until she decreases. She sees today is the day to give life. The carpe diem literally sees the day. And before she gives birth to world-like worlds, I appear. Just like when my peers peer into the mirror of an inkwell. And out comes poetry.
Like 2 poems and I'm gonna get out of here. If that's cool, somebody say cool.
Cool.
The streets of my city sing a song to serenade the victims of lost loved ones. With sirens in the background and strobe lights to bathe the block in red, white, and blue light. It's a sad, sad world and it's only getting meaner. The streets of my city could use a redeemer to draw them back to their former glory like a well-crafted work, perfected by a skilled artist where each brushstroke is a pulse in my veins, each color is a passion untamed, a story unnamed, a body unmaimed, a man unslain. That's one more body that wasn't destroyed by a lad, that's one more good man for a kid to call dad. It's a sight for sore eyes who grow tired of the news of another 21 gun salutes for the fallen soldiers and the ghetto heroes, the homeless man in the stairwell, and the dreams we wish farewell and Godspeed. See, as a people, we refuse to bleed for you, because to lose a life in my city is only added to the concoction of melodies from mother's morning their sons, and these same white lines are spread from the divine as another morning sun amongst another barren mother, the mothering of the sun. It's a new day, giving life to a new way of giving life back to the living, to the dead are gone. And the streets won't bring them back. Can you believe that? Can you believe that this is all there is? Because that fact is something that I just can't see. So for those of you who understand, will you please explain it to me? Because Flint is more than just a city. It's a lifestyle and a way of thinking that I've been bred through, for the rest of the world led through. And where were you when common sense lost its hold on the real world? Because to use an old cliche, common sense ain't so common today. Because if it was, then common wouldn't need to be common. He'd probably be Kanye. And the throne he told us to watch would have been his own. And Drake wouldn't have had to resort to writing Y-O-L-O, not knowing that it was an acrostic poem. And he might have lived twice if that uncommon Kanye had lyrically ended his life. See, life isn't to be taken for granted, though it was granted to us for free. See, when life is on the table, death comes to collect his fee, and that's just the norm for those of us who want to weather his storm. See, Cornel West said it best when he said that Flint was like New Orleans without a hurricane. So I want you to imagine the same thing that happened in the Lower Ninth Ward in your own backyard. Floods of people who've lost all hope for themselves, being inextricably interwoven in this fabric that is tearing from within, with women and children being attacked by a beast formerly known as men. But to be a man doesn't mean that you command or demand anything at any time. It means that you preside over your own lives in such a way that you don't have to portray yourself as something other than you are. It means that you are the foundation to solidify the family around you and the luminary that enhances your wife's inner star. It's not who you are, but what you choose to be and to see the differences in her history. And your future's mysteries is to see the delicacy between cause and effect. Because the words love, honor, and cherish should come with no regrets and no part-time clauses for a full-time job. Especially when said clauses will rob you of the happiness which gave birth to your marriage in the first place. And the time that he took off work is when his wife began to feel the most hurt. And if he wants to undo the damage she's done, putting a relationship on the line, he's got to put in overtime. Like FEMA should have done in rebuilding after Katrina.
like one of the first spoken word, like, I guess, slam poems I ever wrote. And it's really fun to perform, but I'm just trying to take it from the way I performed it when I first wrote it and didn't know anything about performance and breathing and all that good stuff. And like update it, so I've been working on it for a while. But anyway, this is called I Am Dying. Thank you all for listening. I appreciate you. And yeah. I am dying. I am dying because I can no longer bear the weight of this world's anguish. Language is all I can vocalize to localize these words to the notion that I am dying. I am dying because I have been diametrically opposed to the way dialogue transforms to monologue. See, everyone speaks, but no one's listening. They heed attended over here, but over here, everyone's suffering from that same auditory deficiency, yet they blame it on the conditions we find ourselves in. But the trick is to find yourself again. So now I'm lost in my pen's labyrinth. To lament lost with languid lyrics, laden out with laden down syllables, bearing the burden of lachrymose motion, silicating my pen's soul as I'm losing life, lambasting these lyrical losers whose words could potentially save lives. They're too lazy to do it whole souled and too lackadaisical to let the world hear it, and that concept lacerates my spirit. I am dying because I can no longer stand to witness the death of poetry. So instead of attempting to verbally assassinate, I would much rather strive to assimilate for the masses' sake. My goal isn't to demean you, but to redeem you. To liberate your mind and attempt to find a small bit of intuition so that a change for the better can come to fruition through this diction. See, my mission has been to rescue lost souls who have been desensitized, dehumanized, and demoralized by the so-called reality seen on TV and the idiotic illiteracy found on millions of CDs and MP3s. I am dying to know what oil and water don't mix. So how do you tell your kids don't do drugs, but then you'll buy them a CD saying it's cool to cop all white bricks? Can you see the hypocrisy? This poem is so old, like all white bricks came out like 13 years ago, and I just didn't even know what all white bricks were. Anyway, can you see the hypocrisy? It's apparently obvious. From these anonymous corporate execs that get paid checks whether or not you graduate from school. And BET will be the first ones to tell you that's cool as long as you got that tool. So now we look like fools because for the most part, it's only the black kids that are listening. They say out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Well, I say you are what you eat and you are what you slay. So hope that drug dealer on my street corner doesn't actually trip on a rock of crack or even get tangled up in the economics of that brick you're trying to sell. Or even better yet, be caught up in the economics of the block. See, these little kids think they can open up shop and live happily ever after, but they can't pass chemistry, math, or economics for that matter, so why does it matter if another drug dealer lives or dies? Thank you.
I'm having a little fast. I broke my toe. And the way these terrains is set up. Hey, man. So, I want to give a couple shout outs real quick. Is that cool?
Cool.
So, I want to give a shout out to West Side Society. Where you at? Took a bite in it before I came. Alright. No, Jimmy is the proud producer of West Side Society clothing line, and he makes all kinds of stuff from hoodies to socks, aka foot bags, and a couple other things. But he's really awesome, really great guy. You'll buy him before you buy his socks, and so you'll buy his socks. But yeah, shout out to Jimmy. Again, we want to encourage you to patronize Good Beans Cafe. Buy hot chocolate, a water, a muffin, a cookie, something. Let's give back to our city. Let's give to who gives to us. Cool? Cool. Also, I want to give a shout out to my boy Matt in the building. If you like what you see tonight, you will love what you see Tuesday. Say Tuesday. Tuesday. December 23rd. At Greater Flint Arts Council. At 7 o'clock. I'm there. You see that? You got people, bro. You got people. They gonna be in there. Poets, rappers, singers, music producers, entrepreneurs, all not all black, but mostly black and some other colors to be in the building. And
Shout out to Candace.
you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Candace. But young entrepreneurs, young, positive, forward-moving people. Period. And so you want to be there Tuesday, December 23rd at 7 o'clock at the Greater Flint Arts Council, right next to Halo Burger downtown Flint. It's a lot of great stuff that happens down there at that building. And if you like what you see and what you're doing tonight, you'll love what you do on Tuesday at 7. Also, another shout out to Brave New Voices in the building. I wish I had something like that to encourage me as a writer growing up. You feel me? It would have been dope, but I didn't. I had to wing it and deal with my intimidations the old-fashioned way. These cats get together and bombard people with confidence. So I'm really geeked about Brave New Voices and what they're doing in the city. And shout out to the Hatchers, Mama Cynthia and Papa. Family is what make it pop, you feel me? And as long as I've known the Hatchers, they have been a proud supporter of their daughter, Key Ray, one of our features for the night. They're the ones taking the money at the door, dealing with the fact that you ain't got your money out yet, putting wristbands on you, and making sure nobody has to escort you out of here. So, without further ado, I would like to bring up one of our two final performers. The young man is amazing. I'm going to let him do all his talking because he's going to do just that. He's going to talk. He's probably going to talk more than he spit, but we'll enjoy all of it anyway. Please give a warm, warm, warm applause for Prodigy. Oh, keep clapping.
Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? Can y'all hear me without the mic?
Yes.
Okay, good. I was hoping so. All right, so I'm Prodigy, and I'm not gonna say I'm nervous, but the way my heart is set up in comparison to how it was the rest of today. Shout outs to Key Ray, to everybody who came out. This is beautiful. Everybody give y'all a hand. For utilizing that $1.99 cash. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Won't do that. So, I was on the first Brave New Voices team with Mac and Dez. It was headed up by Natasha Thomas Jackson, the legendary Theory. Always good to see them. Always good to see all these beautiful people. And I know you guys want me to spit something, so let me go ahead and do what y'all want me to do. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit. And I'm actually not speaking English. I don't know why I printed it off. But praise the Lord for my job and their free printer and their ink. I'm gonna do a couple of requests tonight, not the ones you shout out right now, because I know some of you had some. Maybe if you stop chasing after rude boys, you could find a man. One who won't disguise courage and temper tantrums and swift backhands. A man that could love you wholeheartedly without giving the spare pieces to his sidelines. Find a man that won't hide manhood in gun barrels, empty as his potential. Find a man who won't make a lifeline out of the woman in you. Won't recreate an umbilical cord from your dreams to nurse his insecurities. Boo, you're more than just one night stands and silent judgment on cum-stained lips. Now, I'm not judging you, but you should stop looking for your father's attention in empty condom wrappers and wrinkled bed sheets. Act like a lady and walk like a model with the confidence of a queen. Strut over your insecurities. Darling, you are royalty, and I'm not judging you. I'm just saying that if you spent less time practicing being the baddest chick, you could actually be a queen. Stop thinking it's okay to be a right hand on your hip, gun popping, neck snapping, baby ghetto ain't always cute. We substituted bonnets for graduation caps, maternity gowns for honor robes. I'm sure that no one has told you this before, but if you only used your knees for praying, they wouldn't aid so quickly, sweetie. You get what you settle for. So that's the icebreaker one. How y'all doing? Alright, so I'm gonna have a
a dancer come up here for me really quick. I think y'all know her. Y'all like dancing a little bit?
Yeah.
A little bit. All right, good. So, before I call her up, and oh, she got no space. Bless the Lord. She doesn't. So, a really good friend of mine had gotten into a car accident. I called him my brother. He got into a really bad car accident and passed in February. And so we were like super close. And one of the things that we had in common was at the Food for Thought, the first Food for Thought that was on a Black Friday. Jimmy had West Side stuff, which is right here. Yes, bless the Lord. And we stood in line. Like, it was this long line because Jimmy kept hyping up the line and hyping up the line. And so I was the first one in, and well, not yeah, I was the first one. They cut everybody, but God knows my heart. So we had this long line, and that was like always our thing. Like every time Jimmy would come out with something, I would always make sure that I would get one for me, one for him. And so it just grew from there. And even after he passed, we still, his sister and I, we still, you know, patronize West Side Society and everything. So this poem is called Sunny Day, and it's a poem for Brody. That's what I call Michi. And to help me out with this, I want you guys to help welcome Rajay back to the stage. She'll be helping me. I don't get to perform this poem often, but one thing that I love about Good Beans is that it has the atmosphere that just makes you just want to share something, you know? So, you ready? I wonder if that's you, chilling in the clouds, sitting at the feet of God, smiling down on us, saying that everything is okay. That the heartache you felt has all gone away, that the tears we cry will all be erased. I can't find the words to say. Nothing comes close to beginning to describe this feeling. I keep thinking this is a dream. Please wake me up now. My heart can't wrap its mind around this nightmare. Tell me that I'm dreaming. That the accident never happened, that you're taking some side streets, that you're still on your way home, or are you already there? Lord, our hearts are broken. The cracks have formed question marks. This hurts, but bro, I will think of you and remember our conversations. I will remember how we talked about the sun, marveling how God could finger paint so intricately. You taught us that in the hour of bereavement there was still time for ministry. I believe the day you left that God sent down the staircase to heaven and invited you up personally. I believe that you danced in the face of death at the sight of the gates and kissed your grandparents. Hello, are you dancing with your grandparents now? I bet you've asked God to turn the stars into a disco ball.
All Black America, come together for Juneteenth, celebrate our Freedom Day.
Juneteenth, a time to reflect and rejoice. Join the village. Celebrate African American Independence Day.